Yes, that is one about the oranges. Now look at the mangoes. Mangoes west in Africa. If you go to the provinces or go to the villages or the rural areas, you go there, you find a pile of mango underneath the tree. People cannot even harvest the mango. The mangoes that fall from the tree, you know, it's so much. What we eat and what we have that we can harvest is so much. What gets wasted is more than what we consume. So what's that? That is not a viable economy. So we talk about mangoes. Mangoes, you can go to the province. They're free. If you don't have money, go to the villages. You will see mangoes. The villagers are tired of eating it. What are they do? What would they do from that fruit? That's the end of it. They don't even think. Say, I can get that mango, blend that mango right there, and take it to town. Wash my hands, peel off the mango, get a blender or what it is, get a knife, cut the mango, and blend it. Right there, you have straight juice for individuals who don't even know. And for those that have little opportunity, you get your refrigerators. All you do is mango time, the ripe ones, you peel them, slice them, put them into small sachets, put them inside your freezer. Right? You preserve it. And then after mango season, all mango will be gone because the rotten one is more than what we consume. So you have that at the side. What would you? After mango season, you can use that mango blend right there, or you can dry it. You get the powdered mango. You pour just ordinary home backyard factory. You pour hot water. You're ready. Put in a container. Mango juice day. There are so many things. So let's say if we have more than 10 business people who can afford 50 million loans, they come together, 10 of them, 50 million, that is 500 million. Tell me true, 500 million could not make a local factory. Cassava has got so many uses. You can use that local factory. People can come together. Even the timber, look at the timber that is wasting in the woods. People can come with their 20 million, 10, 20 of them. You make a local factory. You go and gather those timber logs. You bring them, and then what? Have carpenters with 500 million. Don't you think you'll be able to buy tools that these people can use? By now, the government can give discount to local factories, people that are ready to use our local material. So make a local factory. And you say, I don't have a job. You want to go where? To Europe. You want to go to America. And then when you come to America, what are you looking for? Something that has already been made. How can you be creative? People are making some serious mistake. What we waste is more than what we consume, and which is not good. You know, we have to think. We have to think. All that we do now, we admire the Europeans, we admire other African countries. They started off from scratch. And you know what I believe? They said sole proprietorship here creates employment. But what it is that was not the first step that the Europeans took. The Europeans, they established factories, industries, and then from there people got money, and then from that money they were paid, they started making their own business. But for us who want to put the cart before the horse, how can one start an individual business? They said that will create employment. And while companies are not coming together, people are not coming together, everybody's being greedy. They have the money on their own. You say you want to be a money guy, but you don't have machines to make all of that. But if we have factories that can make those machines that an individual would buy to make his own business, that's what it is. I enjoy the watermelon. It's good. Mm. So, I'm talking about job creation, right? The thing is that people don't want to suffer. People don't want to wait. They want early harvest, early money. And this is wrong. You know, this is wrong. Everything we want to import. Everything we want to import. We have the matches wood in Sierra Leone. If only we can concentrate on that, we'll start exporting matches. But we know the wood is there. And someone would think about taking a Chinese, an Indian, or European there to make the matches. Why would they think about making it in a local way? We start a primitive way. And as we go along, we make our studies, we do our research, we can improve on it. Rome was not built in a day. The Europe or America that we want to go, they too started like us. They too started like us. So we need to work out. We need to do something. Let 20 people, you give them a tax break. Let 20, 40 people, 40 investors. Look, palm kernel is there. Palm kernel is there. The palm kernel plant has got so many uses, so much potential in that. People come together, they put their money together and have a farm. And then they start growing this palm kernel. Within 5 years, 10 years, they are ready to make money until they die. You do that from the palm kernel, you have the branches, you make a broom out of it. You have your palm wine, you have your palm kernel, and then you have the palm nut. That's rich. That is rich farming. With all of that, you start your local factory. You produce palm oil, from the nut inside. You can use that to make another oil, and then the shell of the nut itself, you can use that to make soap. Like soap that you can use, soap that is medicinal from that shell. There are a lot of things you can make out of that kernel. Only people can come together. They have money. Want to go to Dubai. You spend so much money trying to look for $1. But this palm oil, you don't have anything to do. You can even start it locally by having those mortar and the pencil. You pound. From there you make what? Cake. You make the fiber to make wood. You can use that fiber, they make that to make another cake. You can use the palm wine. In fact, that palm wine. That's another thing. Use all of this. These people come together. 30 million. The government will supervise. They make sure they have somebody that will be an accountant. There are people who don't have jobs. We sensitize them about being a volunteer. That is what is happening in the Western world. People go as volunteers to want to get into the organization. A lot of graduates there, they don't have a job. Why can't we encourage them or sensitize them? Say, look, man, instead of you sitting home, not doing anything, not working, you sit idle. In the morning, you sit there right at a point and start talking the whole day. You can volunteer. That will keep you working. You use your brain, you use your talent, and you can contribute to maintain an organization. At the end of the day, you are not wasting your knowledge or your talent. You can be as an accountant. When these guys go and produce all of this locally, you're already engaged. So all what we produce, you don't need to fly, you don't need a visa, but people don't want to do it. That's a problem. That is a problem. Even the woods, the timber, logs that are in the woods, there are thousands of them there. People are not going for it because they say the Chinese, the Asian people don't have, they need a big log. What about the smaller log? Can someone, 2 or 3 millionaires go and say, you know what, let's bring all these timber logs, these logs that are in the woods, let's bring them out and have what? A carpentry factory. They're not going to import wood. They're not going to import anything, but they will produce furniture for the locals, for indigenous to use. That's our job. When you look at the city, people go into the city of Freetown. What are they doing? Mentality day, speed day, and they leave the villages or the rural areas where they will go behind the yard and get some potato leaves, some potato tuber, and cook and eat. But they will leave Freetown and talking about, oh, I saw that guy pass with a Hummer. Oh, I saw that guy pass with a Suburban. Oh, that guy, he has money. Oh, that guy, he has 50 houses. You're talking about him. He has already developed. And you don't have anything. You sit there, instead of you going to the province and engage yourself, do some little bit of farming or thing, you sit there over the gutter. You sit over the gutter, the stinky smell is coming up and you're still sitting there. They will sit there with their colleagues and talk the whole night. And then in the morning and the night, when they go to bed or to sleep, not even bed, on the ground, it's close to the toilet. You see them cluster, there are 5, 6 of them, but they leave their houses in the provinces and go to the city and sleep by the restroom, by the toilet. And then in the morning they wake up again. They've got better know they don't have break, you don't have this and that. No, watch. The people in the provinces, they look good than the ones in Freetown. Freetown, all they care about is to wear nice clothes and then they start begging. Brala have break now. Brother Gary, boy, say, they start begging. And you say you are living a life in Freetown. In what? Freetown. It's a tight town for you, not Freetown. It's a struggling town for you. You go there, their eyes are always open like this. Well, no, now what you bring you bring cassava. Immediately you bring the cassava, they will steal it. There was a time I bought some cassava bread for my baby. By the time I realized all those guys they were coming as if they are helpers. Hey, uncle, let's help you. By the time I realized to get the cassava bread for my woman, the cassava bread was gone. People are thieves. They steal a lot because they are hungry. They don't have no food. You know, Rome was not built in a day. But this is what people fail to realize. You know, even you talk about the what? The lemon. The lemon is good in Africa. You have lemon wasting, they'll pick it and take it to the market, nobody will buy it. And it gets wasted, rotten, and then they trash it. For God's sake, peel that lemon, squeeze the juice out of it, and then you boil it. You don't have to pay for it. It's right at the backyard. You don't pay time for it. If it's wasting, you can go and ask people. Oh, in the villages, but they will fall under the tree. All of them get rotten. Boil that lime with wood. Boil it. The wood is there in your backyard. Boil that lime and then put it in a container. You can preserve that for a whole year, 1 year, 2 years. It doesn't get spoiled. So what about that? You bottle it, give it some hot water, a little bit of water, dilute it. That's a good business you can sell without begging anybody. There's so many businesses. But I believe I want to pause here and then continue with my watermelon processing so I can have some. And then I'll make sure next time I give more information as to what we can do with our local produce, which will create employment and at the same time provide income for the less opportune. We can look at our backyard and get a lot done instead of us fighting, which is a brain drain. There are no young people, no talent to stay in Africa and then produce, develop the economy. When they'll come to Europe, they'll stay there for the next 20 years. They could not even save $2,000 or 2,000 pounds sterling. And they say, I've been in America for 20 years. It's really pathetic. It's a civilized form of slavery, but we don't know. Because we see in the pictures and see everything is so glorious, everything bright. Yes. And then when you come, you're what? You're a sufferer. You're a sufferer. Okay guys, see you next time. Okay? Thank you.